Good morning. Hey, the internet is full of beep bullcrap. Hey, anyway, people, where to begin, right? I mean, there's so much misconception and everybody can spread it, and especially the people who have no every I mean, no matter where you look, no matter what you look, there is only, you know what I mean? I mean, look at the top politicians, look at the celebrities. Hollywood is being exposed. Nobody is a role model anymore. There is no one to look up in today's high society. The top politicians, I mean, the top celebrities, you know what I'm saying is it's there is nothing to look up. I mean, back in the days we had Bruce Lee, Bob Marley, and a lot of other examples, like people who did not sell out, who did not do the weird stuff, who don't go to P. Diddy parties. But today everybody is involved in the sellout. The top politicians they don't reach the people. They are not charismatic. They don't have an idea what really is happening in the street with the people. And at the same time, we have so much misconception in all the information that is spread. People thinking in categories and saying this and that and this and that and this and that. The system, man, I'm telling you, the information and the understanding of things. Okay, let's come from a philosophic approach. In the time when the Greeks were flourishing and the philosophy was developed and there were all the philosophers, coming each one after the other. I mean, dialogue was an art form. Rhetoric, they created dialogue, the art of having a dialogue. They created rhetorics, and discussion was there to find out truth. Today, the truth has become completely lost because the people who go into a discussion, the top politicians, they already have a program in their mind. It's not even their own idea, but they have an opinion, a program, and a desired outcome. And if they don't get it, they will stubbornly pursue and strategize to get their goal. But the idea of, the word democracy is coming from Greek. The word rhetorics is coming from Greek. The word dialogue is coming from Greek, and from the philosophy of the old Greek. So this was an influential time and the basics of today's society. Of course, another basic of today's society is Christianity. And the basics of Christianity are okay as well. I mean, you can think about the church what you want. I'm not talking about the church. You don't need the church. The church did a lot of mistakes. They burned a lot of houses. They did so many things I can't even speak of. But the idea of Jesus, you can also say about Jesus what you want, and the ideas of Jesus might differ a little bit. But if you think about a person who is loving and forgiving, this is the idea of Jesus, and you can have your own ideal idea of a person who is loving and forgiving, and call this idea Jesus if you want, okay? So these are the basics. Greek philosophy and Christianity is the basics of today's society, and the basics is good and the ideas are good, but what we see today has nothing in common with it. What I want to say is top politicians, top celebrities, all the media, it's all ungodly and, I mean, unethically, immoral, and nobody is using the tools that have been developed to make democracy work, to make the idea of love, of Christianity, to spread it, to support it, to protect it. It is not, it seems, if the state is interested in establishing these things and, um, making these things flourish, then it is failing at it at the moment. So what I want to say is you don't have to look in these regions that I mentioned, like top politicians, celebrities, mainstream media. You don't have to look there for role models that are living according to the basic ideas that should make a society work and should make social life work. It's not there. You have to look in your own heart or in a person that you personally know, or I don't know. Don't give up on the good ideas. Don't give up on the good ideas. They work, but they get perverted today wherever you look. But don't give up on them, And this is also why I say we can easily return to the Bible today and to the scripture, but we have to learn to read it in a way that it doesn't cause wars, because it's not a book that you should understand geographically or in an ethnic way, because the Bible, it has been written by men, by people, and they put in geographic descriptions. They put in ethnic groups. Don't think about that. It's about, for me, the Bible, the scripture is a book that is intellectually stimulating if you try to extract an information for you, and the idea of Christ is an idea of a loving and forgiving person. But if you don't like this, you can easily go to a philosophic way. And Nietzsche said God is dead, and he wanted to substitute the ungodliness in today's society. He saw it coming 100 years ago. He wants to substitute it by his idea of the Übermensch. And the Übermensch is, for me, a counterpart to Jesus Christ. And it's not an antichrist. Nietzsche is not against religion. He wanted to replace that what men have killed. Men have killed God. And both Jesus and the Übermensch are simply people who are loving and who can deal with the amount of negativity that is in the people today. Because a good person, a loving person, an open person always has to digest a lot of negativity. And I tell you, it's possible. Believe it. You can do it. Stay on the righteous path and on the positive path at all costs. One love, my people.